YouTube can throttle us.
They can suppress us.
But they can't stop a text message.
A deputy runs a plate, sees a private company name, and suddenly a real FBI agent is in handcuffs, locked in the back of a patrol car begging for air. That alone is a disaster, but the story gets even darker when new context suggests that that federal agent may have been looking into that very department. Body cam footage you're about to see, it shows confusion, ego, and a dangerous breakdown of basic law enforcement coordination. Then the heat inside that cruiser turns a bad stop into a medical emergency. The big question tonight is simple. Was this incompetence, retaliation, or something even worse? Now, this matters because if a local deputy can fail to verify a federal credential, dismiss repeated explanations, and leave an armed FBI agent in distress inside a hot patrol car, then what happens to an ordinary citizen with no badge, no federal backing, and no lawyer on speed dial? That's where the story hits home. Americans expect law and order, not chaos, ego, and guesswork. We back good cops. We also demand accountability when procedure breaks down this badly. Now, on the community level, this kind of incident crushes trust between agencies that are supposed to work together to keep criminals off the street. On the political level, it feeds public concern about unaccountable local power and the old boy culture that too often protects misconduct. Under President Trump, the American people are demanding competence, transparency, and equal treatment under the law. If the reporting is true that Hatfield was working a sensitive case involving that department, then the story was not just sloppy. It raises real questions about whether somebody panicked when federal scrutiny got just too close. And on a story about stress, pain, and what happens when the body gets pushed too far, I want to take a second to share something very personal. You see, for years, my wife battled chronic pain and anxiety from her diagnosis, endless doctor visits, treatments that didn't help. Watching her struggle daily, it broke my heart. Then Jonathan Otto introduced red light therapy at myredlight.com. It's linked below. Her pain vanished, anxiety lifted. She's sleeping soundly, full of energy and life again. My recovery and vitality, better than guys half my age. It's been life-changing for us. Now, it's backed by NASA research. It's FDA cleared. Red light therapy is giving families real hope when they feel worn down and exhausted, and studies show rapid pain relief, better recovery, and for us, that made all the difference. If you've been dealing with pain, poor sleep, or low energy, this is absolutely worth looking into today for yourself. Visit myredlight.com. It's linked below. Make sure you use the promo codes for exclusive Next News benefits. Now let's get back to the body cam case, because the next detail changes the entire way you look at this encounter. This is the twist. It takes us from embarrassing to explosive. According to additional context that's been circulating online, Agent Scott Hatfield was not just any federal agent passing through. He may have been investigating that sheriff's department. If that's true, the deputy's refusal to accept his credentials looks a lot less like a misunderstanding and a lot more like a department that either lost control of a moment or reacted aggressively the second federal scrutiny appeared in the parking lot. Giggling Gannon is the one who posted this, caught my attention. A deputy arrested a real FBI agent. Things go south as it quickly turned into a medical emergency. FBI Special Agent Scott Hatfield met with an Escambia County deputy to discuss a sensitive case. However, things went awry the moment the deputy ran the plate on Hatfield's vehicle. Because it was a covert FBI vehicle, the registration came back to a private wiring company rather than the government. Suspicious of the fake plates and unfamiliar with Hatfield's federal credentials, the deputy accused him of being a police impersonator despite his professional attempts to explain the situation. He was handcuffed and detained. You ready for this? I'm just going to go right to the whole body cam video. See for yourself.
I don't know how legit you are at the moment.
It's okay. Special Agent Hatfield, the FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is with you meeting me at the office.
I'll talk to the U.S. Attorney's Office about it. You can cut off the recording device now.
Okay. I will when I leave the area, sir. Hey, TJ, this guy is telling me to turn my body camera off, and telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this. He's leaving the area, but I guess, but it's a blue Ford Fusion, Ford Taurus. He says he does not give out business cards. Yeah, I don't believe this. No. He's got a radio and he's got credentials. Now he's
dark blue in color.
Now he's saying I'm trying to detain him. I've never told you I was detaining you. That's on camera that you are staying here willingly, sir.
630 F20, 51 29s on that vehicle.
Franklin, does that come back to any government agency? This is easy to come by.
It just advises Advanced Wiring Company.
Do you work for a wiring company?
It's a covert. I do feel like I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained? You're the one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number?
I can't give you that information.
He's saying he can't tell me how he got my information. You are detained at this time, sir. 33 Franklin. I got one Whiskey Mike detained at this time. 17's on the way. Hey, I don't think this guy's legit, man.
I need to take my weapon off, okay?
26 Franklin.
I'm not going to put you in cuffs.
Putting the narrative for this call.
Where's it at?
He's got detained.
Okay.
I've got my
Claiming
weapon
to be
on
a
my right.
federal agent.
You do got, is it on, do I have permission to take it off?
No, you don't have permission to take it.
Just hang tight right here. I'm not cuffing you.
Would you like to see it, sir?
That's fine. You don't have to keep your hands up. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
out here.
I don't want to be shot either. 3 Franklin, just 43. This individual's saying his name is Special Agent Haddon out of Jacksonville from the FBI. He keeps getting on his radio, but I do not hear any traffic coming back from the other end.
Be advised that comes back to Advanced Wiring Company out of Jacksonville.
I believe I need to have a supervisor.
10-4. He's saying that this is coming back to that because it's a covert vehicle.
I'm not detained, but so you're forcing me to give you my driver's license?
That's what my captain just asked me to get it from you.
We need to find out who he is.
Yeah, there you go.
He could just be somebody
The body
who's
camera's
trained
still
the
running.
FBI.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Something more to him.
Sorry, I'm on, brother. Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
All right, just being detained. Double lock them.
Charge you, brother.
You don't have any yet,
You're
but right
just
now
being
we're
detained,
running you
sir.
through multiple federal databases.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on a terror watch list. So we're going to secure you for our protection and yours. We're going to put you in the back of a police car.
Where's that weapon at, sir?
It's on my right side, brother.
You got any other weapons on you, sir?
No, just my wallet.
All right, I'm just gonna pat you down real
Sure,
quick.
go ahead.
Yes, sir.
I need air, brother.
Okay.
Suffering here.
All right, I'm turning it on right now.
Open the door. I can't breathe.
Sir, I can't open the door. You're being detained right now. Credentials. It didn't show he didn't show a badge, but it showed FBI in his name. So I came in there and he goes, I need to discuss a ticket on a Maryland Bing that you wrote, which is a ticket that I wrote, but I actually rescinded it. Told me that.
Right away. He's down here on official business. As soon as y'all can let him go about his way.
10-4. All right, sir.
Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call.
Make sure I got his. Thought he turned out being legit, but it really looked like he
A
wasn't.
whole lot better had he.
Medical emergency. Caught on camera. Good old boys club. You saw the deputy treat a real FBI agent like a fake and realized too late what was happening in that patrol car. Now comes the detail that makes this even hotter. According to this, the whole video on YouTube is pretty interesting. The FBI agent was investigating that department. If that's true, it goes from bad judgment to getting caught flat-footed while one of its own is under scrutiny. This one says, idiot cops. Have you never seen a Fed ID before? Or what to do with it? I'll just arrest them. Nice Fed gun you got there. Nice Fed goodie bag in the trunk. How come your radio's better than mine, right? This reaction zeroes in on the basics: badge, gun, radio, covert car. Deputies still acted like none of it added up, but the next goes further. What the deputy did to the FBI agent is called hotboxing in the law enforcement trade. Cops do it to extrajudiciously punish uncooperative or disrespectful suspects. In this case, I think the deputy was hoping to soften up the FBI agent to get him to confess to being an FBI impersonator. The practice is illegal but goes on all the time because the DAs and judges implicitly condone the practice by deliberately ignoring when it happens. It mostly occurs in rural jurisdictions to poor or minority suspects that the cop knows will never be able to afford a lawyer to bring up the matter. The practice of hotboxing dates back to slavery times. It was used to punish slaves who got uppity or tried to escape. And Grok weighs in even on this. The lawsuit by the FBI agent Scott Hatfield against the Escambia County Sheriff's Office alleged wrongful detention and civil rights violations after his medical records show a settlement that's common in these cases. The department updated training on federal IDs and covert plates to prevent repeats. So the aha moment here, the crisis didn't end because the deputy suddenly got wiser. It ended when a supervisor or dispatch confirmed the truth. The agent had already been telling them. By then, Hatfield was reportedly in serious distress and had to be treated by EMS before taken to the hospital. Later suing, alleging wrongful detention, battery, civil rights violations. And notice what happened next. The department changed training on recognizing federal IDs and verifying covert plates. Departments do not rewrite protocol after a routine, harmless misunderstanding. They do it when a failure is so obvious and so dangerous and so legally toxic that it cannot be brushed aside. That's the part the establishment never wants discussed plainly. See, this is why accountability matters. A real FBI agent with credentials, a federal radio, and a sensitive case was treated like an impersonator because local authorities apparently chose suspicion over verification and procedure over common sense. Then he ended up in medical distress. That's unacceptable in any county, in any state, under any badge supporting law enforcement. It means demanding professionalism, not giving cover to reckless mistakes. So I want to hear from you. Do you believe this was incompetence? Yes or no? Drop your answer in the comments. Share this report everywhere. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Better yet, text raw feed to 844-840-4963 to bypass the algorithm suppression and get a direct message from me to your phone. And check out the Next News merch shelf below this video. Stay bold, stay informed, and never stop demanding the truth, because an America First movement is a movement that insists the rules apply to everyone.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this. Share this now.